I certainly
yeah. Doctors generally have a close association with the priests in the parish because of we're both visiting sick people and all that kind of thing. Who were the priests in your time around here now that you can stand out in your head, as we say?
Then character Father Tom Cummins, who was administrator here when I came. And, he was a character, and his sermons were priceless.
In what way, like? Witty?
Well, he would diversify, if you like, really, that his sermons. I remember on one occasion he was giving a sermon on, he diversified, and he was talking about diabetes and that diet people should be on, and he got it fairly wrong, and he was talking about that they should have eaten too much meat and all this sort of thing. And there was a local butcher, Patsy Greal. He was on one knee in the back of the church and all that, you know. And he got up and out. He said, "That fella's spending too much time in Farrell's. That was wrong with him."
He was getting too much meat.
Yeah.
Food
well, Patsy was the butcher. He was selling the meat.
Yeah, I remember it. Yeah.
And well, he talking about a character now. There was a character. Was the McGreal, Patsy McGreal was a character. And I actually remember being sort of on a fine summer's evening, Saturday evening, and then when Tom Carter had set up his first Saturday as a butcher in town, and he was at Upper Bridge Street, and Patsy was at Lower Bridge Street, and there were quite a few people in the street. And there was this man who had a forge in Al, Pat Staunton, I think was his name, and he used to go into Patsy buy a leg of lamb every Saturday evening. And this Saturday evening, he had a forge, and this Saturday evening he passed up, and he had he'd walking with his bicycle and beside him, and he didn't go into Patsy, and next thing Patsy lost him in the crowd. And about a half an hour later, this Mr. Staunton came back down the street, still walking his bicycle, and he had a parcel under his other arm. And Patsy went out, and he put his head down on the parcel and came back, and he said, "Effing horseshoes."
Horseshoes.
He thought he had got into Carter.
He thought he got to meet.
Carter was a neighbour.
That's right. Carter's
but he was one of the great characters, and Paddy Gallagher was another character. Really, they were the local wits, if you like. You know.
Paddy Gallagher from the Mail, is it? What does he work at?
They owned the factory. Paddy.
Last.
Yeah, last year. It was a partnership with Brendan O'Malley and Jeff.
Who did you get married to?
Who I got married to? Who did I get married to?
Yeah.
Oh, I got married to Helen Hanley from Rooski in Roscommon on the 4th of January 1961. So
Many children?
I were together, 5 children.
5 children.
And we're still together. So.
Long may it last. Nice lady.
Last, yeah.
Good lady, yeah.
Yes. There's a full life, no regrets. And
still hale and hearty?
Well, yeah, I've gone through a few experiences now, and
come through them all.
Sort of have the old large bowl gone, and there was Tommy Giblin. He was some character, and he, towards the end of his life, he was paranoid about having cancer, and he was really going from doctor to doctor, and he was in and out to hospitals and that kind of thing, and he was convinced he had, and his great pal, Gerard Gershie, was trying to console him about it, and Giblin says, well, I was about to come out of the hospital now, he said, and they tell me I have 3 weeks to live. And Gerard says, well, you won't feel it going. Like Kipper, Joyce, I suppose, Lally, Gavin. Not really hard to think. We had some characters, no doubt.
I mean, no, their buddy.
Tommy would be, you know, like, but the sort of characters, you know, characters like you mentioned there, Lally, Gavin, going into the local pub, Tom Ellicott, and sort of pint was 10 old p, and Lally had some 8 p, and Tom said to him, Tom Ellicott, the proprietor of the pub, said, you're short, Lally, and he said, no, it's you that's short. So, there would be like the late Michael Crowley, you know, really great character. I obviously kind of think of him now.
I had a couple of trips to Clifton with him. They were memorable.
They were, yes. Yes. Very